Okay. I guess I'm live. Turn on my stuff. Okay, should be connected. All right. Okay, I had it just turned down. Sure. Why not, right? Okay. I know there's no one here yet, but it's all right. We keep going talking about Jesus Christ. We are live. I'm gonna talk about other things, not just gaming, bro. This is just my channel, bro. I'm just gonna keep streaming life. That's it. Just things about life. I'm not gonna care about anything else or anything to do with just out there. Just me. Keep doing me. Okay. So let's see how we do. What? Did something happen? Oh.
First, I want to begin with a type of prediction that was made in the form of literature, a book called The Last President. It was written in the late 19th century, set in a future America. This book depicted a president elected
to my channel
in the middle of a widespread protest and
Welcome
a lot of
in.
society
Thank you for
division.
starting by.
He was a populist politician that got elected and is the cause of his own country's coming to a complete failure. First, I want to begin with a type of prediction that was made in the form of literature, a book called The Last President. It was written in the late 19th century, set in a future America. This book depicted a president elected in the middle of a widespread protest and a lot of society division.
Yes.
He was a populist politician that got elected and is the
That's
cause
what sounds
of
like
his
Trump.
own country's
Lawlessness.
coming to a complete failure. This would describe
Complete failure.
President Donald J. Trump during his first term, and now even his second term. But let's focus on the first
failure
term.
on the second one, bro. Second
There
try.
was also many predictions in this
Nobody
book
likes him.
that were made about
I don't know why the
him
video is blurry,
being
but that's just
president
the pictures
back
that
in
person used.
the 19th
That's
century
okay.
by this writer. Now, this would describe President Donald Trump during his first term. But there were also many other predictions that were made about him being president. Let's bring on Marina Abramovic. She's an artist, and if you're not familiar with her, you have definitely been living under a rock on purpose, because this woman is very unusual in how
she's not the
moves
only
in the
witch
world.
out there doing
And she is
witchcraft
extremely
onto
dark.
young little children.
She's an artist that is very much into the occult and practices something called satanic spirit cooking.
In Lapland, there is
Very
a
evil.
group of the shamans there who do something called collective dreaming. They will go together in seclusion and do the rituals with, eating very little food and being in a solitude for a long
At Asher
time. And they will
W6S.
Yo, what's up, Asher?
dream the dreams.
Welcome to my channel.
How you doing, man?
At Asher W6S. Said.
You don't know anything about this? You don't know who this woman is?
Now is the Trump to be the president.
You don't study history? You don't watch the news or anything?
He said yes, because
I'm pretty sure you know who
he's
this
so
person is right here,
He's so
right?
crazy. That's
At
actually
You know who this
Asher
person is right here,
W6S.
right?
that we finally wake
Said.
up. Because before
Did
there'll be
I
another
just
guy and
walk
another
in?
guy and everything
No, you
was
did not
similar.
walk into
But he's
anything,
so
bro. We're here to
different
talk
than
about
everything
Jesus
else.
and life.
He actually
I'm not
he's
here to
the-
game anymore,
the
bro.
magician
If you
who
want to
built
follow the
this
other
up.
gaming channel, grow that
So
channel,
she
I
repeated
will
what
game on
she
that channel, but I'm not
witnessed
gaming here anymore, bro.
from
I'm going to talk about
these
Jesus and real life
dreamers.
stuff, real things that matter.
And we're now
Because,
on
I mean, you're the only one that commented on one video, bro. That's like so lame, bro. That's like, I just quit Call of Duty, bro. I just don't want to do that anymore. That's like lame, bro. Nobody supports me, so I quit. I quit that, bro. I don't want it. I don't want to play. I don't want to play for no one in the live. I'm tired. I just want to stream what I'm learning every day. This is what I do on my free time. I watch videos and keep learning, bro. I keep learning.
Marina
Not
is
only
also
that, bro. I watch everything, bro. I watch
It all
everything.
starts with governance.
It doesn't matter
go
what
back
it is,
to
bro.
the rendering, the
At
big
Asher
rendering.
We're talking about
W6S.
Ashton Kirchner.
Oh,
Yeah. What was this Pokemon's return stream? Was a disaster. I don't know who this person is, but I just like studying about people. And
2 years ago,
more about Kanye West and his Hitler song. You guys probably seen this guy around, right?
at Asher W6S said, Trump is so cook, loudly crying face, Victor in
Yeah,
hand.
he's done, bro. He's done. Nobody likes him. Not even his own people that voted for him. So these are the streamers that I'm studying. I'm gonna go video by video, and there's like a lot of controversy right now going in the streaming industry with all the live streamers, all the top streamers. They're just evil, bro. They're all sold out. They're like this kid right here. I don't know if you know this kid right here. I'm pointing his face right here. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy things going on, bro. Especially like with Erica Kirk and the IRS. Did you hear about that? What else? I'm just studying videos. This guy right here that does this guy that hits his dog with a shot collar. He hates Elon Musk, but he does worse things than Elon Musk. So I don't get how these people are judging each other, but they're doing evil things. But I'm just here to expose the truth. I'm here to talk about life. But yeah, this guy's evil too. This guy that has these two guys right here that are making lots of money off people. I don't know if you can see this right here. This what you call it? This thumbnail right here. These two creators right here are just pure evil next to the Tate brothers and this other, what's it called? The guy that did the, what you call it? I forgot his name, bro. It's Sneeko and this other guy. They're just going around doing bad things, bro, and like millions of people follow them just because they're evil. Not because they're helping homeless kids or fatherless kids. They're not helping anybody.
Friends with another occult member.
I just wanted to see what this channel had to say about.
That's all that I'm going to say about her.
Yeah, I like to talk about demonic stuff, expose the evil in this world. But yeah, bro, it's YouTube is deleting my comments. They don't want that we understand how to calculate the name of the Jared Corey Kushner Revelation 13:18. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Jared Kushner is the Antichrist. He's the one that's gonna bring all the 10 kingdoms together. He's working on it
because
nobody has ever done that before.
I need to do another doc on her in house.
There's gonna be one man that's gonna rule all the governments, all the armies of the world, all the money of the world, all the computers of the world, every single human that's connected to their service, the 666. Whatever is gonna happen, they're gonna connect to it. Everybody's gonna, whoever takes that, whoever accepts it, is going to be connected forever to this machine, and you're going to be tracked, everything controlled.
Influenced Hollywood, fashion, and the music industry, along with
Lady Gaga's best friend. These famous stars have been around this woman a long time in Hollywood and been doing a lot of evil things.
Abramovich. One word: real satanic witches.
Yep.
Moving along. Getting back to Trump. He was always going to be the one. And another predicting source came from Bashar. Well, Bashar is a type of entity, or what a person by the name of Daryl Anka refers to as an alien that has used his body as a host. This man claims that an alien life form has selected him as a host and gives warnings and supposedly predictions. In my opinion, I think that is satanic. Well, his alien or demon advised an audience before the 2024 election occurred on who would be elected and what Donald Trump's purpose would be if he is elected.
What would happen?
Destruction of a country that leads to chaos and essentially World War III.
Speaking, we are not really allowed
World
to
War III is
comment
coming.
deeply on
There's
your
no doubt about
politics.
it.
But since things are changing somewhat in the near future, I am allowed to give you some very general specifics about the election in the United States. However, there must be caveats with this, since we are normally not allowed to comment on such things. There are certain things we can say, but if we say them, because it is your world, are you willing to take responsibility for the responses of your population to what we are about to say? And before you answer, think carefully about what that means.
That guy is
Are
so
you
evil, just the
willing
way he's
to
expressing
take
himself.
responsibility for what we are about to say? Be sure the answer is yes.
Yes.
All right. This is what we are allowed to say. The female will lead to open contact.
What?
The male will lead to the termination of the United States and World War III. End of comment.
Trump is very important to introduce part 2 of Jared Kushner 666.
Well, anybody that claims they have some kind of alien or some kind of thing, a deity or God inside of them, they're just possessed by a demon. That's just the truth. There's nothing behind that, unless if you're just ignorant to the fact. But you either know or you don't know. It's just, but it's all right.
Because he was once the owner of $1 billion corporate building in Manhattan, New York, that would one day marry into the Trump family and have a considerable amount of influence into this predicted Donald Trump who became the president. So Jared Kushner was once the owner of the infamous corporate building in Manhattan, and it was number
Park
666.
Avenue.
It was actually the address. The Orthodox Jewish husband to the president's daughter has been able to forge a pathway to a future none of us would have ever suspected in the beginning of Trump's first term. Kushner is the grandson of Holocaust survivors of Ashkenazi descent. His father, who now serves as a prime minister under the second term of Trump's administration, was once described by former Governor Chris Christie as being the most despicable persons he had ever had to face in his former career as a district attorney. Nevertheless, he would be able to send his son, Jared, to Harvard after making a multi-million-dollar donation. But prior to that, Jared had close ties to the
Please
current
don't follow me,
president of
Azure. If you don't
Israel.
want to talk about the Bible or talk
that
about
guy.
anything about life, please do not follow me.
Netanyahu.
Yeah, I know I won't get any followers,
one
anything
day
like that, but
carry
I
out
don't
war
care about that. I care about
crimes
Jesus. I care about
against
God.
Palestinians
That's
to
the only
clear
thing I
path
care
for
about. I don't care
Israel to
anything about in the
mobilize
world.
occupation
The world
onto
can
the
burn.
Palestinian
I don't
land.
care, man.
Jared would go on to graduate from a coveted Jewish preparatory school in New Jersey, being labeled
That's
an
what I'm here for.
astounding scholar in
Keep
Hebrew
talking about
studies.
life.
He would even make pilgrimage between Poland to Israel. During the pilgrimage, do you know he actually became a hero, saving one of the girls that were from his group from being SA by a Poland local. Who would have ever thought that this young man would be the one to broker a historic agreement in the ancient lands of Israel between Arab nations and that city of David, right? But the more you evaluate Jared and the more you realize that he's also been a part of this strange strategy along with his father-in-law to interweave into governments, not only physically, but spiritually. And there's some forces behind these two men that are beyond our realm.
Yes.
So there's only a few conditions for one to be considered the Messiah or Meshua, according to the Jewish faith. One, he could be married, and he is. He's married to Ivanka Trump, who converted to become a modern Orthodox Jew, following and adheres to weekly Shabbat. She follows with her clothing, and her children are being trained Torah at a highly sought-after Hebrew school for children of the faith. Secondly, you have to be
I
an
love
ordained
Jesus.
rabbi or
I
a
hate the
Levitical
world.
priesthood.
I hate everything evil.
Do you know that
I hate
a
everything in
New
the
York
world. I
magazine
hate drug
confirmed
dealers. I hate
Kushner stating
everything
he
that has to
absolutely
do
can
with
perform a
the
marriage to his
Illuminati,
ordination that he got
Satanism, the
online.
elites, satanic elites, anything.
Third is you must be of the line of King David or of the tribe of Judah. And because of his Ashkenazi lineage, the European lineage has no tribe declared. However, due to the science of DNA, it's been heavily assured that this sect of European Jews can mainly trace their lines back to the tribe of Judah. Funny, because this is also the same line that Jesus Christ was born from, and it also derived from the house of David. Fourth, you must be committed to Torah law. And by now, Kusher's been pretty reputable in his marriage and laws attaining to the Torah from what we can see.
At
Five,
Budget
political
Gaming
influence.
Welcome
Charismatic
to my
leader who
channel.
can unite the Jewish people
At Budget
and
Gaming
establish a just and thriving
Said.
Jewish
Hate
society.
us.
Well, Kusher is also treated like a prime minister in Israel. And when he stays for business or leisure, he's treated as such. And the Abraham Accord has cemented his status in political leadership. 6, must be a charismatic leader who
At
can
Budget
unite the
Gaming
Jewish
Zinay
people and establish a
said,
just and thriving
"Don't
Jewish
follow
society."
me if you
Do
don't
you know
love God.
that he orchestrated and leads something called the Peace Institute? He's also brokered land deals in Israel as a real estate investor for himself and Donald Trump. Now, how easy could it be for him to usher in the so-called prophesied city of David and the covenant golden dome there, the jewel of that region? 7, the Messiah is not a deity. Their Messiah is only a man that is divinely selected by their God, born of a regular human woman, not of a virgin,
At Budget Gaming
and no
Zinay
miracles are required
said,
by him.
Don't follow me if you're
Now,
not a Christ
those are the
Theo.
7 most important things. But the one thing that really drives all of these factors is that of the late Menachem Mendel Schneerson, or affectionately called Rebbe. He was a rabbi. He was a man that Jared and Ivanka visited.
I can't
his
even like it.
grave
What the heck?
right before her father won his first presidential election.
Save to
Okay, let's break it down. So,
history.
Menachem Mendel Schneerson, also known as the Ohel, in his town of Queens, New York. Also with many sitting United States presidents.
Of, you know, on the lower left there. It looks like Dubai. It looks like Dubai almost on steroids even. So what I'm assuming he's saying is that you have this kind of seaside resort area, and then you have an area where the residents can live.
Again, but you're making that assumption, and I understand why you would make that assumption.
They're not buying $5 million units.
I get it, but they're not. The problem is that they didn't show that part of
At all.
Right.
At all.
And I think that's why a lot of people are like, well, wait a second, are you just turning it into a resort?
Right.
And what happens to the actual residents?
Because
the
it's a very
Palestinian
small area.
people?
And in Dubai, you know, the government there at least has really built, you know, for the people who work there, built areas and supported them. So we saw nothing here.
Right. There's no mention of that in the plan, and that's
and you need to see that. I mean, there are millions of people.
So is this smoke and mirrors where they just want to turn it into a Palm Beach?
Right. Yeah, great question. I think people who are opposed to the president, that's exactly what they say. This is just another opportunity for him to enrich himself. And I think people who are who are proponents of
How does he
President
enrich
Trump.
it? Well, see, that's my question. So is this being built by the Trump organization?
Right. Does he own these
Because
buildings?
if it's being built,
It cannot be.
I know. You say it cannot be, but it could be.
Right.
I agree with you.
Right.
Oh, come on.
But-
I mean,
Right.
that
If
would
it's
be
not,
the height
and
of-
he somehow
That's the
brings
new Epstein
prosperity to this
Island right
area,
there,
I mean,
bro.
that's a huge deal.
Here's the hint.
If
If it's not, why is Jared Kushner the one who's unveiling it?
Right.
Well, Jared
He
Kushner was part of the
involved
board.
with the peace process.
The board of peace.
Right.
He's also part of the Trump building board.
They also,
Yes.
by the way, they need. There's a lot of them. You saw some big numbers at the bottom. I saw 10 billion, 20 billion dollars that they need.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
20 billion, bro? That's a lot, bro.
well,
That's a lot.
Hopefully, they can make it
A lot of
happen.
money,
No. Here's the deal. That's the question. Is Trump going to use the power of the office to get people to invest
Right.
the way
Sort
we've
of lean
seen
on
him
them?
do in other areas like tech? Is he going to get people
Right.
to do that?
But I'm telling you,
question.
the criticism here is, it's great if you want to build shining skyscrapers for tourists and all that, but if you're not actually, that's the whole point of this. Is
You
that
want
the
to see what
actual
they're doing for
Palestinian
the people.
who live there
Right.
don't have some place to live. This is all a shame.
Agree.
And not just Shem, it's an outrage.
I'm Ellie from
Bro,
Atlanta.
they're just trying to make
and
slaves,
guys, I
bro.
just have
That's
to say,
all.
this is unbelievably ridiculous. Jared Kushner is literally a soulless nepo baby, and this board of peace. It's a scam. I mean, Trump is literally extorting leaders for a seat on this board for $1 billion each. And what's their plan? What are they doing? They're literally exploiting a humanitarian crisis to be able to build resorts for rich, wealthy people. I mean, it's literally the most soulless thing I can think of to displace human beings
That's
so that
the
you can
most
make a
soulless
buck,
thing,
so
bro.
that you can make profit. I mean, I'm not surprised by these people and this corruption and this level of inhumanity anymore,
There you go.
but it is disgusting. I mean, that
It
plan
is
that Jared
completely
Kushner put out
disgusting
there
and evil.
at that
It's just pure
conference
evil.
was absolutely devoid of any kind of morality or humanity. It's disgusting.
There we go.
honestly.
There we go. That's what I want to hear.
Getting investors
No
to
morals
get
in
all
those,
that
man.
20, 30 billion dollars worth of money.
Yes.
It's all hinges on peace remaining
Yeah.
in that region. And you heard Jared Kushner say, we don't have a plan B. There has to be peace.
Yeah, and it has not endured the way people have hoped since
No.
1948.
Indeed.